that there have been countless forecasts of Berlusconi's departure, he still always manages to survive whatever scandals. What do you think is the reason for this, and how much longer he can remain in office?
He has a sizable numerical majority of parliamentarians in the Senate who support him, and he has a numerical majority in the House of Deputies as well, and therefore he cannot be defeated unless another majority appears. Okay, but the numerical majority is not working very well. That is, the numerical majority saves Berlusconi repeatedly, but does not operate. That is, it is not effective when it comes to producing policy. He may last as long as he wants, in fact, or until 2013 if he wants, but it is very difficult to forecast the future of Italian politics, as I said, because some incidents may always appear.
Ever since we arrived to Bologna, I think we have seen a strike basically every other day. And people are not particularly marching against Berlusconi, but more the planned measures of the government, which seem to be inevitable in the current economic situation. So do you see a potential successor of Berlusconi who would be able to break this resistance of the unions and the public sector employees and so on?
The answer is no. First of all, because some of those strikes have as their roots local grievances. The strike, for instance, of bus drivers. This is something that the city government of Bologna should solve. Second, because there is not a strong unified union, and in some cases the unions strike against each other to show that they are strong. So you have seen probably a strike produced by the left-wing CGIL, while the other two unions were not striking. And so unless you create a unified union movement, you cannot control those different strikes. And they strike to show that they are strong, that they exist, and in some cases they may also get something in exchange, very rarely so.
Putting the Berlusconi era into a longer-term perspective, do you see the threat that the most gifted young people of the country either decide to leave the country or at least will be discouraged to enter the political arena or public services in general?
Well, gifted, intelligent, and knowledgeable Italians have gone abroad even before Berlusconi, and they will go abroad even after Berlusconi, because American universities offer plenty of opportunities, because life in Britain is preferable to life in several areas of Italy, because if you go to Paris, it is an entirely different story, and so they will go abroad, particularly if they have opportunities for research and teaching. As to politics, those who are ambitious still try to get into politics. The only problem is that by now they know that their political career would be very difficult, would be very slow, and it will require also something that they may not like. But if they are very ambitious, they get into politics. For instance, the mayor of Florence is 37-year-old.
Okay, thank you very much, both on the interview and the lecture. It was a pleasure having you tonight.